For those who have looked at our last video on how to make silver tubing, you're going to find much value in this new recording. We're going to transform this tubing into a pair of hollow hoops and make handmade latches to lock both ends. So stay tuned till the end, and if this video adds value to your skill set, hit the like button and leave your comments below. Alright, so using the mandrel the size that I need, firmly gripped in the bench vise, I'm going to hold the tubing firmly against the mandrel and wrap in a continuous motion. Now that we have our perfectly rounded pair of hoops, let's put on the latches and hinges. So the first thing we're going to do is utilize our strip of sheet, which is 0.2 millimeters thick and about 2 millimeters wide. We are going to use this strip to bend into shape the locks on both sides of the hoop. Using our post wire at 0.5 millimeter, we're going to prepare this to make our hinges on both ends. So I'm going to measure and cut a gap between both sides of the hoop about 4 millimeters wide, and this is to complement the air lobe. Okay, so using a small strip of sheet, I'm going to solder and cover the hollow area of the hoop. Before moving forward, I would like to drill a hole through the previously capped off end of the hoop. This hole will release any buildup of hot air that may cause the earrings to pop while soldering. Now this is a little bit more work, but it's definitely gonna be more rewarding at the end. And here we have our capped off end of the hoop. Cutting from the strip of sheet I mentioned earlier in the video, I am now going to cut a piece 9 millimeters long, bend it in half and make a hook to solder on both ends of the tubing. So what I've done here is pre-polish the hoops to move any file marks that may be difficult to reach when we solder both the lock and hinge onto the hoop. You want to make sure that it's all lined up straight on both ends. What we're going to do is file it down a little bit lower and round off the edges. Using a pair of round nose pliers, I'm going to bend the latch into shape to fit the earring post snugly. Moving towards making our hinge, we're going to cut a piece of wire long enough to bridge the gap between the hoop with a little extra. This extra will come in handy because we need to fuse a small ball to the end, hammer it flat, drill a hole through the center, and proceed to making the hinge. And now you can see it fits perfectly between the bars to be hinged. So our next step is to drill a hole through the center bar and also drill a hole through both sides of the latch so that we can send our wire hinge through both ends, including our center bar, to create the hinge. I'm just going to pull this in a little bit closer so that it fits snug. You want to now prepare a piece of wire that can pass through the lock on the hoops and the earring posts. And then you want to cut the wire very shortly. I'm just going to cut it about 1.5 millimeters away from the bar. Just about right here. And this is what we're going to use to make that other ball on the end so it matches the other side. There we go. And there we have our hinge. Just making sure we have that movement. Nothing is joined by the heat. Now we can leave this, our ends just as is, polish and clean, or we can take it another step and grind the two sides of the ball down halfway, and we can tap the ends of it and file it so that it meets the bar on the inside. Now you have to be very careful not to hammer the tubing while forging the hinge. You want to rubber wheel the knobs of the hinge to meet the walls of the lock. And of course, we follow the same procedure to replicate the other side of the hoop. I hope this video was of interest to you, and if it was, hit the subscribe button for future content on your YouTube feed.